Hi everyone, we are Team Philippines and we are here to present to you our costume construction report. Our video championship series is the anime Fate Zero. The characters we are portraying are Sabre Artoria and Berserker Lancelot. Let's go first on Sabre's costume. For my wig, it took me 9 days. The shade of wig that I bought is beige blonde. It is unstyled when I bought this wig. It is also untrimmed, measuring 180 centimeter long. I bought 2 pieces of this wig. The first piece is what I used for the base, and the one is what I used for the wefts. For her ahoge, I used transparent glue to fix it in place. Next is my dress. So my dress took 18 days because I included the material hunting days, template making, and the process of sewing. So I used the material gazar, in which you can see here on my side. This is a gazar fabric in dark blue shade. It resembles the two-tone fabrics, but I prefer this as it is not really shiny. And it really suited the shade of blue I am looking for, making the dress took me a whole week making sure the material will be accurately cut to avoid the wastage. And for the dress, to have a nice fit on my body, I made the pattern myself with the wrapping and taping method. The challenging part of this costume is the sleeve. Actually, I did 7 templates just to make the puff sleeve. So for everyone's reference also, the Sabre sleeve is similar to lantern sleeves. So for her outer skirt, using the same material, it is a combination of Candy Crush fabric with a felt lining. The overall lines and details in gold in overall costume is made with strips of gold leather. The accessories is composed of teardrop silver-like pendant, silver beads, and gold buttons. The inner white dress is made of brocade fabric and used the pattern of store-bought petticoat to get the accurate shape. For my armor, it took me 15 days, including the material hunt and ordering the accessories for crafting. So my armor parts were made with EVA foam and a silver mirror type of leather that gives the metal effect. That's why it's the material that I use. I used motor decal and sprayed metallic blue to achieve the metallic blue effect on the design. The shoes are store-bought also, but I made a shoe cover so I can preserve the shoes for other uses. The cover is made of leatherette material and made a pattern using wrapping and taping method as well to get accurately the exact measurement. Lastly, for my sword, 8 days for the material hunt, and it takes a lot of trial and error because the sword she is usually seen holding is the Excalibur, sometimes with the Avalon or the sheath. But on our video, which is seen in the series, Sabre used an invisible air sword made of plexiglass shaped by heat and glued by a super glue.
Now we move on to Berserker Lancelot. Most cosplayers don't want to wear full armor because it is bulky, heavy, and unable to move freely. Berserker's design shows no ornaments or polished lusters, blurring the characteristic features and clues on the lineage of the maker. That makes him look like a shadow, a bottomless black darkness like hell. It is a challenging work since he is almost unrecognizable and he had a very detailed silhouette. He had those unimaginable design of the shoulders, spikes, and irregular shapes. This character challenged me how to make it lightweight. This armor weighs approximately less than 4 kilograms because it is made with combination of 6mm, 4mm, and 2mm EVA foam and painted it with acrylic paint. Also, some joints or connection parts were cut in the inside to make it look clean. Sanding also helps smoothen the bumpy parts. The costume is highly durable because I use cyanoacrylic adhesive or super glue to connect or glue each part that is connected with each other. In our video, there is a scene where I remove my helmet to reveal my identity as a sign of respect to my king. And there goes me wearing a lace front wig style. And I use two shades of color. One is dark violet for the base and a slight purple for the highlights. I sew them in between the weft of my base wig so it will look fuller and capture the shade that I want. I made the weft base and the weft itself that is attached on the front by gluing the strands of the wig and pinning it into place. After that, I used a hairspray to help the glue hold the fibers. Well, it took me 5 days for that. Next up is the inner suit. I used my old Spider-Man suit as my pattern to make my suit good for mobility. As for the weapon Arrondite, I used a recycled PVC tube with the help of a heat gun to soften and then compressed and attach it with the EVA foam. Actually, the main challenge here that stressed me out is combining the color to achieve that shade of violet because I have a mild case of Jotaronopia, but it will not stop me on my passion with paintings. As you can see, the design is very human. Even it's fully armor, you can freely move, walk around, and enjoy cosplaying. Because that's what cosplay should be, to have fun and enjoy the character you love.